Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday, it's time for your Disney Plus news update. So today I'm going to be talking about Moon Knight, also what's new on Disney Plus today, and a little bit of a discussion about what's going to be coming up on Disney Plus in April. So up first, I'm going to say yesterday I headed up to London and I went to the premiere of Moon Knight. So we got to see the first two episodes on a screen. We actually ended up going to the British Museum. There was a big event that took place. Luckily, the stars of the series took part. We heard from Ethan Hawke. We also heard from Oscar Isaac, and there was a load of other people from the show in the audience as well. There was also a number of celebrities. There was also a load of people dressed up like Marvel superheroes. And yeah, it was a big kind of like party, and it was great fun. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, didn't get back home till like 2 o'clock in the morning because of the train and stuff. And it was just fantastic watching these two episodes. Can't really kind of go into too much detail because the review embargo is not up until just before the series comes out on the 30th of March. So again, what I'll just say before, really good, really enjoyed it. And it's kind of weird watching it with the cast and crew because they were watching it with us, and sort of press and celebrities and stuff, and the amount of laughing going on, because I knew there was humor in it because I have already seen those episodes, but watching it the second time with an audience was very different. And I can't say how much this series is just going to really I'm sure it's going to blow people's socks off because I think it's so great. But there we go. So that was there. There's a little bit of footage here from the event.
Welcome to executive producer and Moon Knight himself, Oscar Isaac.
About Moon Knight, and I said, what now? Who? I was not aware of Moon Knight, and I did a deep dive into it, and I saw an opportunity to tell a story that is both incredible and filled with it's a psychological thriller, it's a horror, but also at the root of it is an exploration of a man's battle with mental health issues and with DID, and ultimately it's a story of integration and healing from trauma. So all of that in the package of this Marvel superhero movie, it just felt like an offer I couldn't refuse.
Since it is a Friday, it's time to talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. There was a number of new releases. The big one was Cheaper by the Dozen, a brand new original movie. Well worth checking out. It was a lot better than I was expecting. Didn't have a lot of hopes for it, but it's pretty good. If you like Blackish, I think you're going to like this one here. A lot of kind of like modern references and dealing with like racism and things like that. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot better than I was expecting. So definitely check that one out. In Australia, Canada, and in New Zealand, they also got the whole season of Life in Beth, which is also available on Hulu in the United States. In the UK, it has been confirmed that it'll be coming on May the 18th. We're going to have to wait a little bit for it over here in the UK. There was also some other new content, including a sing-along version of Encanto. So if you want to sing along, it's got like a little multicolored wording on the bottom. It just looks a lot nicer than the subtitle version. You'll find that on there. There was some new additions. For example, here in the United Kingdom and Ireland, we got Fresh, which came out a couple of weeks ago in other places. So I'm looking forward to watching that one over the weekend. There was also, as per usual, lots of library content as well. But we mainly focus on the big ones there. But lots of stuff to watch. And finally, Disney has announced all of the content coming to Disney Plus in April for the United States and also for the UK. So if you head over to the websites now, you'll find the full list. I'm not going to go through all of them. Now, normally I would make a video about the US list, but unfortunately today I don't feel like doing one because it seems like Disney have sent out a very, very light version of what's going to be coming in April. Pretty much everything we already had on our website. It was all the originals, so you're getting things like the Polar Bear movie, Better Nate Than Ever, you're getting Moon Knight and Louder and Prouder, and there's also some Earth Day content as well. And that's all great. But there's no library content. There's literally like two movies, Chasing Maverick and also Fully Loaded, the Herbie reboot. There's just nothing else on there. And I've got a feeling Disney it feels like they're moving away from the announcement of the middle of the month where they let everything out. And so I don't really want to do a video because I don't think this is it. since the beginning of this year, Disney have been kind of changing how they do the announcements mid-month ahead of it. You know, with a lot of stuff missing, and then they add stuff in later, and then there's no real general entertainment content. And I'm going to be honest, the email that dropped in, if that is all there is, that's a major problem. But I don't think that's all there is. I think there's going to be a lot of surprise things. I wouldn't be at all surprised if there is some kind of news at some point with what they're doing with their general entertainment lineup, and there's going to be a lot more stuff. I just don't believe that that's the full list, and to make a video on it just doesn't seem right now, because I don't believe that that information is 100% correct. And they have, as I said, they've been doing this over the last couple of months, where those mid-month sort of breakdowns of what's coming up are just lacking. There's just not enough there to kind of... So whereas on the other hand, the UK list is so big, I'd be here for 3 hours making the video, because there's just so much stuff. Some of the highlights include Dogface Season 2. Also, a quick note, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, a new episode dropped today. And we're also getting a load of the Planet of the Apes movie. We're getting the Drunk Female series that's recently come out. And yeah, there's just a load of great stuff coming in there. You're also going to get things like the Kardashian series, which I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of people aren't really looking forward to, but I'm really intrigued to watch something really different on Disney Plus. I think that one's going to be pretty cool. Plus there's loads of other stuff. But yeah, we're going to be getting Sex Appeal in the UK. That was recently out in Hulu. And also, yeah, I just remembered that one was surprise dropped on Canada today, and it was also out in Australia. As I said, I'm a bit muddled up with coming back late, having a really late night. I've even had to take a power nap, and I don't intend to do that one. But nevertheless, that is all of today's Disney Plus news. Remember to go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.